Hey, it's Brett Klika with BrettKlika.com and the Underground Workout Manual. Welcome to another 5-minute time tamer. Well, today, instead of working out, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some exercises you can do in about 5 minutes to get yourself out of sitting mode. So if we sit like this all day at a desk, on an airplane, on a train, plane, automobile, whatever it is, let's get up and let's move the other way throughout the day to feel a heck of a lot better. Okay, so I'm here in my work clothes. All I'm going to do is untuck my shirt and let's get going. We're going to start with some breathing exercises. So this is going to run some interference in your stressful day. I want you to put a hand on your stomach and a hand on your chest. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Notice how when I breathe in, my belly expands and not my chest. In and out through that nose, expanding the belly and not the chest. I'm going to get closer so you can see it. My hand here, into the nose and out through the nose. Very good. All right, next we're going to do is called a Feldenkrais movement. Feldenkrais is movement therapy, but we're going to get our hips out of that locked up seated position. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and put my hands on my hips for you. I'm going to start marching. These are in place marches. I'm going to start marching, hiking each hip up, but notice I'm not bending my legs. So I'm going to hike one hip up and then the other hip up. So as I do this, knees aren't bending. I'm going to get some movement. I'll kind of show you from the side, show you from behind a little bit. Just like that, I'm getting some movement in my hips without bending my knees. Just getting some movement through that, called your quadratus lumborum, and all those muscles in and around your lower back. Next, we're going to move on to a glute stretch. When we sit like this all day long, our glute muscles don't like us very much. So I'm going to go ahead and steady myself on the desk. You don't have to use this. I'm going to cross my left leg over my right, hips forward. I'm going to sit back and down. Notice that I'm in my work clothes. I can literally be wearing anything. I don't have shoes on. I can do this right at my desk. I can do this at a rest stop. I can do this anytime when I need to get out of that seated posture that's literally killing us. So I'm going to push down on that. Notice how I keep my chest up. Don't fold in like that. I'm going to stretch out these muscles. When these muscles get tight, that's when we get back issues. That's when we get some of those other problems. I'm going to sit down and push it down. Very good. Now let's go ahead and switch to the other leg. So I'm going to get so you can see me here. I'm still going to steady with here. Cross the right leg over. I'm going to push down. Now I'm going to go without the balance, just like that, and push down. Now sometimes I find to get a really deep stretch, it helps to have that balance. So I'm going to use that. But again, got my chest up, pushing that hip down. Nice. Keep that chest up. Again, we're going to do the anti-sitting movements. Even though this looks like you're sitting, we're actually stretching out the muscles that shorten up when we sit. Really push that down. Very good. Now give it a little shake. Now this is called a standing child's pose, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my office chair here. So I'm going to put both of my hands in the office chair and I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to let my head sink between my arms and just let it sink down. Now, some of you, especially ladies, you might not feel much of a stretch with this, but I know a lot of guys, our upper bodies are just absolutely terrible. So if we can get this stretch, let it sit back, let it sit into it. Notice how my thumbs are up. That's going to give me a little bit better of a stretch. I'm putting some traction back too as I stretch, and just feel that stretch right through here. Again, it's a standing child's pose. Good. I'm going to move this out of the way. Now I'm going to go over it. You could do these from a standing position. I'm going to go ahead and do them seated so that you can see the whole movement. But I'm going to be here against the wall on my knees. And I'm going to reach up over my body and try to touch the wall behind me. Just like that. And I'm going to go to the other side. Nice big reach up and touch the wall behind me. Very good. Nice big reach. Again, squeezing my hips forward. Notice I'm not letting my hips retract back. I'm pushing them forward. It's a great stretch. The whole front side of my body, instead of sitting here, I'm going the other way. Nice big reach one way, and then one more up and the other way. Good. Make sure you're breathing the whole time. You heard me kind of grunting. Not good. Remember to breathe. Now, these are called a suitcase stretch. So I'm going to open a desk drawer, put my hand in there. I'm going to hold on, and I'm just going to hold here. I'm going to tilt my head away from my hand. So notice I have my right hand here. I'm going to tilt my head away from my hand. Now I don't have to open the drawer. I can grab underneath a desk or a table. But I'm really stretching out these muscles, the neck, to get really tight when I'm just sitting all day. So I'm going to reach up, get to keep those shoulders back, Really reach up. Good, about 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna switch. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch hands. I'm gonna face the other way. You can kind of see it from the back here. And now my head's gonna go to my right shoulder. And I go for about 5 seconds each time I turn my head. And I just lengthen that out, getting these muscles opened up, getting me out of that seated position. And come down, let's go up for one more. Really turn it up. I lied, let's go one more bonus. Just up and shoulder to the ear. And very good. So again, that took us around 5 minutes to do. We could do it right at our desk. We got our entire body out of that seated position. Gonna get you out of pain, break that monotony of the day, get your brain working, get your body working right so you can sweat, smile, and sustain and live the life that you wanna live. So check out www.undergroundworkoutmanual.com for over hundreds of ideas of things you can do anywhere to get fit and live a more healthy, better life today. So this is Brett Klika from BrettKlika.com, the undergroundworkoutmanual.com. I hope to see you soon.